What up, Thu?
Lock in your wins with Djbigboss's UFL picks. Want the inside scoop on the upcoming UFL games? Tune in to Djbigboss's UFL betting show, live every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be there.
What up, thou? Good morning. Good morning. Y'all already know what we doing this morning. What up, though? Rise and shine is Saturday. Beautiful out here on the West Coast, man. The good weather, not too hot, not too cold. You go to the beach or stay home. Make sure you take a hoodie. So, yeah. Last week, not too good again. Units didn't move nowhere. We split between the 2 days. Started off with a good start with the money line parlay on Saturday, but we fell off a little bit on Sunday. That's been the story of UFL this year for me. Is sometimes I'm all on, and then the next day is something different. Let me reach out to my people right here on Twitter. Let them know we on right now. Anybody got any plays for today? Make sure you put them in the chat. We can go over them. Anybody got any questions or anything? We can go over it. I'm gonna go ahead and get into some other stuff about the UFL. I'm gonna add some of these stats. So we're gonna go through the whole thing together today. That's how I'm feeling today. We're just gonna go through the whole card as we see it. We're gonna be completely transparent, and we're gonna get to some money today. One quick tweet to my people on Twitter. What it do though? Let's jump right into it. How did y'all do out there? Anybody doing great in UFL, man? Let us know in the chat, man. If you're doing really, really well for yourself, let us know in the chat, man. I almost forgot how to add the damn. I need to add. Here we go. A presentation. We're gonna go to share screen. And we're going to go straight to the UFL. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me see if I can get. Oh, here we go right here. So, yeah, let's go through this right here in the UFL. First game up. Let me get the first game up. Here we go. Memphis Showboats and Michigan Panthers over here on Ford Field. This is coming on at 1 p.m. on Fox. And the Panthers were favored by 8.5 when I did this. The over and under is 47.5. And yeah, this went up a little bit. Michigan Panthers -9. The 47.5 is the same. So breaking this game down right here. First, I wanted to look at I wanted to see how good the defense was for well, let's take a look at the standings first. My bad. Let's take a look at the standings. So this game, it does mean a little something right here. Memphis Showboats, even though they 1-6, the Panthers are 5-2. It's a couple games left in the season. They can make some kind of push and get that second spot. Maybe if they win out. Cock is supposed to be back this game. That was the quarterback that they started with when they did get a win on the board and almost beat the Bombers early in the season. that was the game that Caucus had got hurt. So Caucus is back, and I think that's a good thing. You giving me 9 points with a player coming back who obviously made a difference on this team because the minute he was out, they just went all the way down. So, their numbers on defense ain't the greatest because the numbers on defense over there, they're not the greatest. But they do have the ability to pay defense. But when the offense is underperforming, the defense is on there too long. When you get that situation, now the numbers could be straight too. So yeah, most value in the game right here. I gotta take the Showboats plus the 9 points. Um, as far as the total 47 and a half, I kind of feel the under because I think like the game will be more balanced now with a decent quarterback, but that could mean points as well. But the books in this one went high 47 and a half, and we still seen for the most part the books are behind as we are, I guess you could say, when it comes to they projections on the total. So they've been all over the place. And we have a little bit. So you can kind of go opposite. They went high, 47 and a half. Taking the under makes sense. Panthers have defense. Showboats have defense. The offense should balance the defense today for the Showboats. And we could get a nice under game. Maybe something where the Showboats backdoor cover or sneak out of the game with the win. So I'm on the Showboats in this one. The Panthers, a great defense, great running game. I've been trying to take them to go over, and they've been going under because all they really can do is run. If you go on XFL and you go to the team stats, right, you can see right off the back that so the on offense in rushing, boom, Panthers are number 2. But on defense in rushing, the Showboats are at like 6, whereas a lot of places like passing, they're absolutely at the bottom. So, like I said, it's going to be a good difference with a decent quarterback that could keep the defense off the field a little bit. And if Caucus does well today, we do well today. I'm taking them plus 9. I'm going to jump on into the next game for today, which is the Birmingham Stallions at home with Houston. So the Stallions, they need to continue to get people in those seats. I mean, they absolutely killing it. They were killing the UFL 2 championships in a row. They're still undefeated in the UFL right now, and they have less people in the seats than the Blackhawks and the DC Defenders, who are not doing well as well. Houston Roughnecks, I tried it with this team. I found spots that they worked out. Not the 16 is a lot, and I even think that 16, believe it or not, it went up to 16 and a half. So that's crazy to me. I tried to look every angle to take in this game. 42 and a half, right? They go low, then I should go over at this point. They're presuming that the Birmingham's going to blow them out because of defense and the turnovers and all that kind of stuff. I would kind of say be a little contrarian in this spot, and I'm gonna take the over in this one. But I'm just gonna do a half unit on that. That over, I believe, went up too because it said 43. So shoot, if they think that the Stallions are gonna have a day like that versus them, then maybe the Stallions can get all the way to 43 on their own or 44 on their own, 41-6 or something like that. So, that's in my favor too. And they got a chance to do 2 points and 3 points and all that kind of stuff could boost it up. Let me take a look at the chat real quick. Gladiator Dog, he says this game doesn't mean nothing to the Stallions. They'll host the Panthers. Absolutely, absolutely. And I feel you 100%. But sometimes I think that's just an overlook right there. What up with you, Nasty Nate? What's the goodie? What's the goodie in NBA? Give him some NBA plays in there. And then my man Gladiator says, "Cook us," because on the Showboats he might cook us today. But we're gonna leave it on cook us. Then we're gonna see what happens. But I don't think that you can. Those players are looking at it as um, we got this. We go into the playoffs anyway. They don't want to lose. They undefeated, and these players they only play for a limited amount of money, and they get extra money on different accolades. And I'm gonna show y'all that too. Let's take a look at that. Um, Go to this other website over here. Here we go. Let me see if y'all can. I'm gonna raise that up some so y'all can see that. So if you look right here, the players get 5,000 a game. Is actually a raise from 200 from last year. For inactive players on the roster, they make 2,500. However, there are bonuses for impressive players as the league will hand out $100 player of the week check and 2024 MVP 7,500. I think that's not the right numbers. 'Cause I've seen it somewhere else, and it was a little different. It was like 2,500 for um, position player, like best passing, best rushing, all that, and then 7,500 for the actual. Let me get out of here. 7,500 for the actual MVP of the league. So you know what I'm saying? Wow, move me down some. But yeah, so there's some players out there that still got bonuses. What up with you, Jimmy? Jimmy Gomez in the house from the Live Sweat. Make sure y'all check out the Live Sweat on Tuesdays, man. Those guys over there blowing it up, having a good time. You got it from like uh 4 o'clock our time to like 7, 8 o'clock. They still on, still cashing. So y'all go check them out on Tuesdays. But yeah, so I'm just taking a slight half a unit right here. Well, I'm accounting it counts towards my record or whatever. But personally, I'm only gonna put a half unit. I'm not really feeling this game right here. Who knows what's gonna happen? Houston Roughnecks let us down. The class of coaching is way crazy from CJ Johnson to my guy Holtz over here. So I'm gonna stay away from this game, other than a small play on the over in that one, just because they go low, I go high. Who knows? Roughnecks might get some lucky touchdowns, or Birmingham could blow them out the water. Let's keep it rolling. That's all for Saturday. Let's look at the Sunday games coming on. Boom on ESPN. DC Defenders and Battlehawks. So these two met a bunch of times in the XFL. I guess this is something more I could talk about. In the XFL, these two met uh, a lot of times. The coachings were similar in the XFL. Both of these coaches come from like smaller schools and stuff. They know how to work they're good coaches to the players too. The players like them a lot too. Barlow and Beck over here. So Battlehawks is off the chain though, man. The Battlehawks could really pull it off at home over Birmingham Stallions if need be. The defense is getting all kinds of turnovers. They're getting pressure. I mean, they just and then AJ McCarron. I used to be on him for being all stats and no wins and stuff like that. But the stats are matching up for AJ McCarron now, so that's going crazy for them. DC Defenders took a lot of injuries last week. Like I came back DC Defenders with +7.5. If it was really a coaching battle and their personnel was even, I'd hop on that 7.5 with Barlow, but no Abram Smith. They still can't find the running game. Only thing is good is Tamu's one of those guys. He's like in third place to get the top passer award. So he could probably get some extra money, but he been lackluster back there. They're not really blocking for him like they should. He's probably gonna have some turnovers today for sure. I would endorse St. Louis Battle Cats minus the 7.5. It's still sitting with me. But I do kind of like it a lot. But stay tuned tomorrow. I'm gonna jump on the show with Don Ricci, and I'm gonna make my final bets on those. But I'm leaning towards just go ahead and go all out and just take the Battlehawks minus the 7.5. I mean, it's gonna be on ESPN. They at home. They got a crazy. They doing the motion. People in the stands. They doing motion ratings on TV. This is kind of like a rival of theirs for one. Anthony Beck, he been playing like, yeah, stump him out if you have to. He wants to win by margins, all that stuff. He's all for it. So I think tomorrow I'm probably gonna jump on the Battlehawks minus the 7.5. But let's see if it goes down a little bit, and we might catch it over there because DC Defenders offense is just not turning. The defense is not turning. I mean, let's take a look at that as well, right? Let me put y'all on the take a quick look view. Where we at? Here we go. So let's take a look. Let me see how far up y'all can see. Oh, y'all can see pretty good right there. Let's take a look at that. And on offense, passing right here, Battlehawks total offense is fifth, right? And AJ McCarron, like I said, he put up a lot of numbers, but they actually getting the wins this year. And passing wise, Battlehawks are number 3, right? Rushing wise, Battlehawks are number 4. Let's take a look at the defense of DC Defenders. DC Defender passing is number 5. DC Defender rushing is dead last. They can't even stop the run, and they can barely stop the pass. And then if you go further on their defense and you look at third down conversions, they are stopping on third downs. They're number 2 on defense. And first down conversions, they're number 5. So the defense is so-so, but they're really injured and beat up right now. That would be my best edge on the DC Defenders and why I wouldn't take them plus the 7 points. They're really beat up. We seen like 5 players last week go out. So those guys is really beat up. Who's this in the chat? My man AT33 from NC says he loves the show, Big Boss, man. We love you too, man. Always showing up and showing out. So I see you soon, my buddy. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna come back tomorrow with more on that game. I'm gonna jump to the next game, which is the Sunday night game. These Sunday night games been good. Now, I don't know. I mean, if you've really been watching the Renegades, they're way better than the record that they have. This is a time of season where things can change. Let's take a look at the standings over there for that game, because this game has some importance for playoffs as well. The standings right here. You got San Antonio Brahmas at 5-2, and you got DC Defenders at 3-4, and you got Arlington at 1-6. So Arlington don't really have much to play for, but they just been coming around lately. They look good on offense, at least for the first half for sure, and they just kind of tossing games away. I think they're the dark horse in the whole race, and they did the same thing last year. They went 4-6, so maybe they win tomorrow, and they start the 4-6 run that they're gonna do. This one they definitely could get it in against the Brahmas. The Brahmas, they have a lot of big targets. The quarterback situation is catching up to him though. Quentin Dormany, he's back to his old ways, and that could be the downfall of him. And we've seen that the same thing happen with the coach over there last year when he was with the Roughnecks. The Roughnecks started off great in the beginning of the season, and then all of a sudden they just turned from sugar to shit and faded out the season. And that's how they looking. They struggling to win games. They got miracle comeback victories. They got these hot receivers or whatever. In this one right here, though, I think total probably go over in this one. It's going to be late Fox game right here on Sunday. And I think, Fox been giving up all the which comes. So I really like the over on this one. I'm definitely going to be on the over tomorrow. I only put my bets in for today. So I'm going to take it day by day, because trying to do it all in one show, I got to let some of this stuff sit in sometimes. So anyways, I like the Renegades plus the 3.5 points for sure. I think they can win outright. And then I also like the over in this one. Luis Perez too. He's high in the race for one of these player awards. Let's go to the player stats. Passing right here. Luis Perez, #1 in passing for the Renegade. He has everything to play for right here. He probably can't get the MVP. I mean, if they go 4-6 again, I don't think they might be able to slide in, because that would mean that the Brahmas lost quite a few games. And if, according to what I'm capping, the DC Defenders lose this week too, it could be a small lane for them to end up in the playoffs. So they I guess you would say they really need it. And then they got a quarterback right here who got a chance to make an extra 2,500 for the season right here. Possibly get player of the week, get 1,000, make and then if he comes back, he have a chance at MVP. Well, I don't think they're gonna win the whole thing though. That's where we're going too far. So yeah, but man, Luis Perez in this spot right here, he can hold us down plus the 3.5. It's already close. They know it's gonna come down tight. But I think they the 45.5 shows me like they're trying to calculate the total. Too bad they jumped 5 points off of the 40 that they kind of use as a measure. So they expected some scores too, and the scores be going up fast. It's better for them to score in the Sunday late game so people pay attention to it and like it and all that. So I think we are shoe in with the over right here, and I like the Renegades to win outright. I'm gonna take a money line, and I'll probably put a little sprinkle. I'm gonna take a money line and sprinkle something on the plus 3.5. Put it like that. So that's how I'm feeling about that game. So that's basically it for me today. I'm taking the plus 9 points with the showboats, and then I also have a small bet on the over in the Birmingham Stallions game, and I'm gonna keep it like that because I'm trying to climb back. If I could sweep this card this weekend, I could be even for the season, and I can get back in the green because they got me messed up around here with the UFL this year. But I guess it has a lot to do with me though, not being patient. A bunch of little misbets that I did to put me in this situation. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Always be a work in progress, man. Always switch it up and take your time with your capping, and you know what I'm saying, learn from this stuff. You might get a great edge someday that goes 50, you know what I'm saying, and you really get a good little insight on some stuff. But pretty much that's it for me, guys. I appreciate everybody showing up. If y'all got any questions comments, leave them in the comments, man. We always open to everything. Shout out to Gladiator Dog. I think the first time I seen Gladiator Dog. Appreciate you coming in here with us, man. And then Nasty Nate, that's my boy. Jimmy Gomez, Who-Bangin, team Who-Bangin right there. And my man AT33 from NC, always showing up and saying what I thought to it. So appreciate y'all for showing up and all that good stuff. I'll see y'all tomorrow on Don Ricci show for MLB. I'll do a little sector of some UFL, and I'll tell y'all where I'm at with those bets that's up in the air. Let's make this money.
What up, Thu?
Lock in your wins with Djbigboss's UFL picks. Want the inside scoop on the upcoming UFL games? Tune in to Djbigboss's UFL betting show, live every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be there.